Hello, callers, and welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates, starting with this huge one, talking about Neymar, as it has been reported that the Paris Saint-Germain forward have offered himself to Barcelona after Messi's saga yesterday, saying that the player is ready to accept a low salary in order to join. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Messi, as it has been reported that Messi's jersey sales expected to break MLS record sales of Inter Miami. We are also going to be discussing more on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Following Lionel Messi's decision to join Inter Miami, FC Barcelona are left in a limbo with their transfer plans, considering as the Argentine was their priority target. While the Blaugrana formulated Plan B, one seems to have made its way to them as former player and PSG superstar Neymar has offered himself to Barcelona. This claim comes from Sport, who report that the Brazilian international is keen on securing a return to Catalonia and would be willing to lower his salary in order to do so. Barca are clear that they wish to make a marquee addition to their ranks this summer. The La Liga champions want a top quality player who can make a big difference on the pitch, and Messi had been earmarked as that signing. In fact, manager Xavi Hernandez had even planned for the next season with the Argentina captain in his squad, but it was not to be as the 35-year-old opted to sign for Inter Miami amid the lack of guarantees over his registration from Barcelona. With the Messi option no longer on the table, the Blaugrana have been presented with an opportunity to resign Neymar, who is ready to leave PSG this summer. The 31-year-old spent 4 years at Barca between 2013 and 2017 before leaving for PSG in a world record fee of 222 million euros. It has not always been smooth sailing for him in the French capital, and a separation of ways is on the cards this summer. And even though Neymar is willing to lower his salary, Barcelona might find PSG's demands for him out of their reach, given the Brazilian still has 2 years left on his contract with the Ligue 1 champions. Of course, Neymar, has been a player that have been so much trouble with injuries since going to Paris, and his stats are not the worst. Like when you look at the stats when fit and available, Neymar has been outstanding, but he has been going through a lot of bad times in PSG. The fans are really frustrated with Neymar because since going to PSG, he has never really been stable and he has not bring out the performance that many of them were expecting. Barcelona, as it stands right now, are in a state where they need to do signings in order to strengthen the squad big time. Neymar offering himself to the club is not a big surprise, if this report is to be believed, knowing fully well that Messi yesterday rejected Barcelona and chose Inter Miami, as he himself confirmed in an interview that was released by Mundo Deportivo and Sport. And looking at the fact that Barca will really like a superstar signing and Neymar offering himself to the club with a lower salary if need be. The issue now is Barca won't be able, if because the price tag that PSG might ask might be so heavy when we consider the fact that Barca are going through a lot financially, and according to what we are getting, the coaching staff does not want Neymar, but some of the board members in Barca are open to Neymar's arrival, as Messi have refused to join Barca. So as it stands right now, there are a lot of things that needs to be decided in this transfer window, because Barca out were already trying to open that room for Messi to sign, but now there will be a space that Barca can take to sign other players of less value than Messi. So with Neymar's own arrival, it's still something that is still a rumor. Nothing has been confirmed yet, but Barcelona are still pondering whether they can go for him. But when we look at his track record, his injury record is really frustrating because many clubs they could have gone for Neymar, but the fact that Neymar's injury record is a really disastrous one, it is a scare. We have Dembele, who we don't even know if he will be fit next season after having a 4 months injury this season again. There is no guarantee that things will be good injury wise for some of these players. And Neymar coming, we know Neymar is not Messi. Messi is a playmaker who can play anywhere across the pitch. Neymar is more of a winger. So a lot still needs to be decided. A lot still need to be decided because Neymar's own future in PSG remains very uncertain. Very unlikely that he will stay there unless nobody buys him, because as it stands, PSG are looking for suitors to buy Neymar. Newcastle United have been showing interest, but there are still some issues behind the scenes if actually he will be that player with injury problems again, because that is the main thing or the main issue that is making many of these clubs reluctant to go for Neymar. Then on to the next story of discussion. Last night, Lionel Messi finally revealed his next destination after having confirmed his departure from PSG, and to the disappointment of millions of callers across the globe, it was not Barcelona, but instead, the Argentine announced that he will be joining Inter Miami in the MLS. It comes as somewhat of a bitter pill to swallow for Barca fans who had been dreaming of seeing their former captain and legend dressed in the Blaugrana colors one more time. However, one cannot overstate how important this move is going to be for Inter Miami and the MLS as a whole. The presence of Messi, one of the greatest ever to have graced the game of football, is bound to do wonders for the club as well as the league and the game in general in the United States of America. There is bound to be a large increase in audience and viewership, with some reports already claiming that demands for tickets and the prices have gone up since Messi's announcement last night. Merchandise sales will also see a huge spike, with the Argentines' arrival bound to increase the demand for jerseys to unprecedented amounts. One need to only look at the jersey sales at PSG to gauge the kind of impact that Messi has wherever he goes. Last night, the 35-year-old sold jerseys worth a monumental $130 million. To put that into perspective, the total revenue of the top earning MLS team, LAFC, is $116 million. So it will not come as a surprise to see Inter Miami break all kinds of records. And when it comes to merchandise sales, once Messi's transfer is officially completed, even though he wore the number 30 at PSG, the Argentine has largely done the number 10 kit throughout his career, and it happens to be available at Inter Miami. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.